So when it comes to Aharen-san, I continue to really be conflicted. And if you clicked and you're watching this video, I want you to just take a moment and go down to the comments section and let me know on what you really think of Aharen-san so far. If you're really liking it, if you can, put down in the comments like why, what differentiates it in your mind, like what sets it apart that you're enjoying it. And if you are not enjoying it, I can't imagine you're watching this video, but let's just say that you're starting to not enjoy it, but you watched it anyways. Maybe you didn't have anything to do. Maybe it's just in your backlog. Maybe you're just somebody who, you're like, I'm going to watch these anime, and you just kind of stick with it because as anime can get bad, it can get really good too. So go down in the comments to just let me know what you guys really think. Now, the reason that I'm saying is like I'm so conflicted with this anime, and I started talking about this last week on episode number 5, is the very things that I praised Aharen-san for are the same things that I'm beginning to enjoy less of the anime, if that makes sense. The things that I originally set out, and I said, and I really praised the anime for, and I said that sets it apart, is that it does something very similar to like Komi Can't Communicate, to where it tells these bite-sized stories in the anime. And sometimes it splits the anime episode into halves or thirds. And what it ends up doing is that, like, this episode, we have learning how to swim. Then we have Raito and Aharen competing back and forth, ping pong, basketball, then ending up at the arcade. And then we have like the last third of the anime, which is focused around Raito talking and socializing and mingling with Aharen the way he never has before. And the twist to that was he was actually doing all of that with her little brother, who for some reason looks exactly like her, but maybe just a tiny bit shorter, but like 5 or 6 years younger, which just means that poor Aharen looks like a 10-year-old because they said like, oh, her little brother's in 4th grade, which means he's 10 years old. So he's 10, and he looks like the splitting image of Aharen. He's the hair, facial features, everything, minus the voice and demeanor. So that's kind of where it went to. And the reason I'm mentioning this is what I praised it for was it was a fresh take on something that has existed. It does exist. And Raito and Aharen are unique characters. And it's still true. But the rap stuff that they showed me last time, and then this time, and the constant quirks that it has that it keeps recycling through are Raito being enamored with Aharen, Raito competing with Aharen, Raito not completely understanding Aharen, Raito constantly misconstruing Aharen, right? Thinking that she's an Olympic swimmer, thinking that she is a ping pong master, thinking that she's an MC, thinking that she's a YouTuber, TikToker. He's constantly fantasizing about what she is, and it never ends up being that, right? This episode, he was like, man, maybe she's Michael Jordan. She's awful at basketball. Maybe she's an Olympic swimmer. She's awful at swimming. Maybe she's like the ping pong queen. She was awful at ping pong. You know what I mean? It's just all these things. And although it's still cute and it's still valid, it's just like it gets a little tiring. It's like, okay, well, what's the next thing? What's their next aha? And I don't think there's going to be one. I think the anime is just going to continue to be exactly what they've given us. I think it's going to be these 2 to 3 stories per episode. And you're going to continue to have the misconstruing of personalities between Aharen and between Raito. And if that's all, this is going to be an okay anime that's pretty forgettable. And I think it came on, like I said, it came on and it made a splash. And when I say splash, I don't mean like it got suddenly recognized. 'Cause honestly, I don't see anybody talking about this anime. If I go on Twitter, if I go on YouTube, everybody is talking about Shield Hero being awful, which is not. It's awesome. They're talking. People are talking about Kaguya-sama. They're talking about the different different spring anime. Then the one that honestly keeps coming up is Spy Family. Every anime YouTuber and their grandma is talking about Spy Family, which I am too, on a weekly basis per episode, but that's kind of where that stops. But basically, Spy Family is the new ranking of kings. No one's going to shut up about it. So poor Aharen-san is down there. No one's really talking about it. So I want to, continue to talk about it every week, and I'll continue to watch every week. I just wish it was more. And I know maybe it sounds selfish, but it's I wish there's so many anime that has something special and they do nothing with it, or they botch it. I don't think it's going to botch it. I just think that it has something special with these two very unique characters between Raito and between Aharen, but it's not progressing forward. It just keeps doing the same tropes over and over and recycling them in different ways, right? Last time we got Raito and Aharen making a YouTube dance, them thinking that they're gonna be the next YouTubers, being rap battles, they're gonna be the next MCs. Now this week is learning how to swim, being amazing at arcade games, being ping pong masters. You know what I mean? So it's just, it gets a little tiring. The one thing that I thought was pretty funny about the episode, because I don't think I laughed the whole time, but the one that I thought could potentially get viewers to laugh is the misconstruing of, or the confusion that Raito had between Aharen and then her little brother, because obviously that personality did a 180, which he kind of caught on to when Aharen, or Aharen's little brother, I don't know what her little brother's name is, but her little brother was doing the crane game, which Aharen's an expert at, and he failed at it. That should have been his first hint, but he just kind of kept going with it. So I think that was pretty funny. And then at the end of the episode, you had, her little brother was like, "Oh, I love to wear her clothes," or I remember Aharen said, "Oh, he loves to wear my clothes." And then at the end of the episode, they had the little brother, a little cute scene of him going through all her different clothes, which poor Aharen, like I said, body of a 10-year-old apparently, flat as a washboard, 4 foot, like a 10-year-old. So poor Aharen out there. But yeah, I don't know. Just really confused feelings on this anime. It's not bad by any means. It just has potential, and it's, for me personally, it's just not reaching them. And it's kind of just, it's a little sad because on an anime that could set itself apart in a genre, it's not doing that. And unfortunately, it'll just come and go, and it'll just be one of those anime that just, that's it. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I appreciate you guys hearing my little rant on Aharen-san. Big expectations that only surface for me after watching it, and it's just not living up to that. And then the recycling of the constant same things. It's just, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to catch you guys next week, though. Episode 7. It can redeem itself. We have 5 or 6 more weeks of Aharen-san, so it can redeem itself. And if it does, that'd be amazing. I would love to see it. But until then, I'll catch you guys next week. Have a great rest of your week, and have a good weekend, guys. Peace out.